What's good, YouTube? It's King Greco, the King to Chase Down, and this is going to be a ranked match. It's going to be the Celtics versus the Spurs, aka the NBA Finals that I wanted to see. And we were pretty close to seeing it too. You know, the Spurs are just 2 games away out in the West, and the Celtics were just 1 game away, and that would have been so impressive if they would have both made it. We could have finally settled it between who was the best, Tim Duncan versus Kevin Garnett. I mean, I guess seeing the 2 current best small forwards play against each other in the NBA Finals isn't bad, but think about it. That's number 1 versus number 2 greatest power forward of all time. So I would have much rather seen that. But who knows? Maybe next year they might be playing together. Yeah, like 24 hours, I think, after the Celtics lost, there's like some rumors going around saying that the Spurs are trying to sign Kevin Garnett. They're expecting Tim Duncan to come back, but if they get Kevin Garnett also, I guess they move Tim Duncan to center, because that's just like his real true position. And they would have to keep Kevin Garnett at power forward, so I think that would be nasty. That would be a disgusting combination. It's not even fair. I mean, sure, they're past their prime, but they weren't playing like it in the playoffs. They were playing like they were like 10 years younger. It was ridiculous. And I wanted to talk about the playoffs and the teams and their way there and everything like that. You know, as Ray Allen wets a 3-point shot real quick. Nobody really gave the Spurs a chance. They were the top team in the league. And even inside the video game, they keep talking about how, oh, I think their window has closed. You know, we might have seen the end of the Spurs. They say that in 2K12 in the game when you play as them. I'm like, that's just so disrespectful. Because they were actually like a top team last year too. It doesn't even make sense to me. Yeah, they looked like they were going to sweep the playoffs at first. And then out of nowhere, they lost 4 straight. After 50 games of not losing, they lose 4 straight? I don't know, I'm a real big Thunder fan. And I've been a Thunder fan for a while. Like, recently I'm on my last, I think it was my last ranked match video uploaded. So I got a couple of comments saying, oh, you play with the Thunder, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, it's cheesy. First off, the Thunder really haven't changed much other than Russell Westbrook's rating going up. Like, they haven't really changed much since the game came out. And the Thunder don't automatically equal a guaranteed win. Like, if you pick the Thunder against me and I pick the Lakers, are you saying you should beat me 10 out of 10 times? Is it like that? Like, I don't even have to control the game now? I don't get it. But you know, people want to, like, they're gonna want to pick at something always. And I've been using the Thunder for a while. I've been using them since NBA Live 10. I think it was Live 09 actually, when they first got to Oklahoma City, and back then they didn't even have a jersey yet. So I used to play as the Thunder, and they would have black and white jerseys. Like, I've been playing as the Thunder for a while. Like, I drafted Russell Westbrook to my fantasy leagues before. I was using them in 2K11. Like, I like the Thunder, so I'm not gonna stop now just because all of a sudden 2K wants to rate them a little bit higher. That's like telling me not to play the Knicks when I'm from New York, or telling me not to play as Kevin Garnett when he's my favorite player. You know, it's just not gonna happen. Although I'm not saying I won't ever switch it up, but I'm gonna be using my favorite teams more times than I wouldn't. You know. And over here in the East, it was almost gonna be the Celtics, and they actually made it much further than I expected. They almost went back to the NBA Finals, and they were missing Avery Bradley from injury. Ray Allen was playing on 1 leg. They didn't have Jermaine O'Neal. They didn't have Jeff Green. Nene Christic, who they traded for, wasn't there. Chris Wilcox wasn't there. Like, basically, they had like 4 guys on the bench. So I was really surprised that they almost took it to Miami, and that was one of the big reasons why I think the Thunder are going to win. Because if they couldn't beat a hobbled old Boston Celtics team easily, it took them 7. They almost lost the 7th game. It came down to the 4th quarter. So if they had that much trouble against an older team like that, then I don't see them beating a team that looks unstoppable. And those Thunder, I think they lose the first half on purpose. Like, they let you have a little bit of a lead, then they purposely come out in the second half and they just whoop you by 10, just so they can erase any bit of hope you may have had, and not only winning that game, but winning the entire series, because you don't know how much that hurts to just think that you had something in the bag and then just loses. So I think they do that as like some sort of like a mental trick. Ray Allen gets to steal. You know what's next? A double clutch dunk, because that's what Ray Allen is known for all of a sudden in 2K. And back to the topic at hand, I do think that Scott Brooks is just like, you know, alright guys, it's halftime, stop playing with them. Just, you know, go out there and finish the job. And they do it. Oh, alley-oop to Paul Pierce. So I kept this guy to just 4 points in the first half. Like that's that Celtic defense that I love. Like I love defensive teams. That's one of the reasons why I love the Thunder, because they hustle. But 4 points? Jeez, man. I keep getting thrown off topic because this game is just so crazy to me right now. Like so many people quit on me when they're only down by like 7. But this guy stays when he only has 8 at halftime. You know, shout out to this guy. So I used to compare the big threes of the East and the West to girls. Like, for instance, on the West, their big threes were real, they were natural, they got it the hard way and they worked on it. And on the East, even though my Celtics are a part of the East, I will have to admit that the East big threes are artificial. And that's the reason why I think the Thunder would have went on to beat whoever would have played against them in the finals. Because they have the one thing that I don't see many people, actually I don't see anybody really mentioning this at all. And I thought it'd be obvious. It is the same reason why my crew was so good, even though we didn't have the highest ratings. We had a 40, we had 80, we had a 90 and like another like mid 90. And we were winning when we had like 70 still. So the reason why we were all so good is because we had chemistry. We didn't switch it up. We knew what the other one was going to do. We've been playing together for a while, you know. We had the same crew from the start to the end. Oh, nice steal. But yeah, that's what I think the Thunder have. It's kind of like LeBron James inside of his More Than a Game movie, how he's playing with the same kids from when he was a little kid so all the way through high school. That's what they had. They were so good that they didn't even need to go find any new talents or prospects or whatever. They just worked on it together. So it's like they're all in sync together. That's what I like about the Thunder. They work so well. Even though to the fans it may look like Westbrook just, oh, he doesn't average 10 assists, he's a bad player. Like, no. He has Kevin Durant in the starting lineup. And they also have 3 defensive players. They have Perkins, Ibaka, and Cephalosa, who are, none of them average more than 10 points a game. So where do you expect all these assists to come from? Nick Collison when he gets off the bench? Like, I don't know. I think people are being kind of rough on him, but he has been playing very well. And the first game of the finals, if that's any indication for the rest of the season, then I'm going to be expecting them to win a second title next year. They did it the right way. People said that, oh, you shouldn't have drafted Russell Westbrook because that was just way too early in the draft. Look how good he is now. They said don't draft James Harden because that was too early. Look how good he is now. And the Heat are a good team too. Don't get me wrong. You can't count out a team that has the best player in the league. And arguably the current best shooting guard, even though he is not playing like it at the moment. But I don't trust their offense. It just seems like all they do is like a quick isolation and then just leave oh, look at that block at the end of the game for no reason. But yeah, they just seem to do like a quick isolation, then they just leave their perimeter shooters standing still out there with their hands open, waiting for the 3-point shot. So I can't trust that. Scott Brooks and his Thunder defense are way too good for that. And this was the end of the game. I wanted to show you guys the play of the game, but I got the new Xbox 360 Slim because the last one was giving me red rings when I played 2K. Play of the game, director's cut, replays, and pressbook stuff is all saved to flash memory on the hard drive when you play, and then it gets like erased when the game is over. The hard drive they start you off with, the 4 GB, is not large enough, so I can't see the replays and all the other good stuff. So I'm gonna need to get a new hard drive if I want to bring you guys the music and the highlights. But yeah, I still hope you guys enjoyed the video and checked out the box score. I kept them to 32%.